The popularity of women's basketball, and women's sports in general, skyrocketed in 2024, and it is without a doubt that Caitlin Clark can be thanked for that. Not only was Clark the most popular female athlete over the last 12 months, Time named her their Athlete of the Year, a title held by worldwide stars like Lionel Messi, LeBron James, Simone Biles, Serena Williams and Tiger Woods in recent years. Clark began the year at the back end of her record-breaking college ball career. As a senior at Iowa, she was several months removed from losing the national championship to Angel Reese and the LSU Tigers, where Reese's "You Can't See Me" taunt was the unofficial start of a rivalry both on and off the court, although Clark, herself, will tell you there's no such thing between them. In any case, the gesture prompted plenty of discussion, which turned into further culture wars this summer with Clark as a WNBA player. That, though, did not come before she set the NCAA record, both men and women, for most points scored in a college career and another national championship appearance. In April, she was the #1 overall pick and practically just as she stepped on a WNBA court, the conversation began about whether her popularity was due to her race. In fact, it was a claim that WNBA MVP A'ja Wilson had made, saying Clark being white was a huge thing when it came to Clark's popularity. Throughout the season, though, Clark was able to block out the noise about what was said about her off the court, even when it looked like she was attacked on the court by her opponents. Hard fouls came amid allegations of racism from both Indiana Fever and Iowa fans, a claim made by the aforementioned Reese. But Clark had repeated time and time again that she was focused on basketball, and that sure looked to be the case. In her rookie season, she not only broke rookie records, even WNBA records now bear Clark's name. Clark's appearances in games brought historic viewership to both the college and pro levels. The final 3 games of her college career were the most watched women's college basketball games ever. She also had several of her regular season games draw more viewers than WNBA playoff games, and her WNBA matchups with Reese were some of the most viewed WNBA games ever. WNBA teams even had to move to larger arenas simply because of the ticket demand Clark drew. The Fever sold 90 times more tickets this past year than in 2023. Clark was named the Rookie of the Year for her historic campaign during which she set the record for the most assists in one season in league history. She carried the Fever to a playoff appearance after a slow start, and she quickly became a double-double machine. She even set a single-game record with 19 assists. She also became the first rookie to record a triple-double, registering 2 of them. She received the most votes for the All-Star game and was just the 5th rookie in league history to make the All-WNBA first team. It should go without saying that Clark is well on her way to an illustrious career, and even more impressive is what she did this year with all the outside noise. Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston have sent warning shots to Indiana Fever's rivals in the WNBA offseason. Clark started 2024 as the first overall draft pick and more than lived up to the hype from her record-breaking college career. The 22-year-old led the WNBA in assists, was named Rookie of the Year, and became a WNBA All-Star in her maiden campaign. Clark was a major part of the Fever's successful season as Indiana reached the playoffs for the first time since 2016. However, the Fever guard was helped by teammate and former first-round pick Boston, whose training footage recently sent a reminder to the rest of the WNBA. Boston was filmed working on her offensive game in a series of drills at her old high school. The Fever captioned their post on social media, "On the off-season grind with at Worcester Academy." The montage caught Clark's attention, who excitedly replied on Instagram, "Got me fired up." Boston was quick to respond to the WNBA All-Star, replying, "As you should be." A highly motivated Clark and Boston will be an intimidating prospect for most WNBA sides but will benefit new Fever head coach Stephanie White, who was appointed in November. Unfortunately, Indiana fans will have to wait until May 17 for the start of the new WNBA season, though Boston will be back on the court much sooner than that. Boston is signed up to participate in the inaugural Unrivaled 3v3 League as part of Vinyl BC. The power forward is one of 3 Fever stars taking part, with Lexie Hull and Kelsey Samuelson set to play for Rose BC and Phantom BC, respectively. The tournament in Miami, Florida, begins on January 17, with the Unrivaled Finals scheduled for March 17, 2 months before the WNBA season. The new organization, co-founded by WNBA icons Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart, will pay all players a minimum six-figure salary. Clark turned down big money offers to join the unrivaled roster. However, the 22-year-old recently inked an 8-year deal with Nike worth a reported $28 million. As the media world has continued to evolve through social media and streaming, sports has remained a hot commodity. Ratings have fluctuated for live sports, but rights deals continue to shoot up as broadcasters recognize the added value they can extract from sports rights beyond the core viewership number and that sports maintains a unique hold on monoculture. Those growing rights deals have a collateral effect, rising contracts for athletes. And this year, we saw some of the biggest deals in U.S. history. To summarize some of the major events that happen in the business of sports, here are 8 data visualizations that define 2024. The WNBA had a banner year in 2024. Regular season attendance was up 48% compared to last year, while viewership was up 170% on ESPN and 133% on ION. While the league has gained momentum over the past half-decade, this year's success was undoubtedly due to the 2024 rookie class, particularly number 1 overall pick Caitlin Clark. 31 WNBA telecasts, including the All-Star Game, averaged over 1 million viewers this year, with 22 of them involving Clark. However, the rest of the league definitely felt the spillover from Clark's presence, as the WNBA Finals, which did not feature the Fever, pulled 1.57 million viewers over 5 games, up 115% from 2023. The quarterback market grew once again in 2024 after 6 quarterbacks received 9-figure deals: Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa, and Dak Prescott. Excluding Cousins, the one person in the group that moved teams, the new contracts represent 5 of the 6 highest contracts in the NFL in terms of average annual value. Prescott leads the way at $60 million per year. Patrick Mahomes still has the largest total contract in the league at $450 million over 10 years. It's impossible to talk about player contracts without touching on Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani's $700 million deal, which was reported in December 2023, was trumped a year later by Juan Soto, who agreed to a 15-year, $765 million deal with the Mets this month. Soto's deal does not have the deferrals included in Ohtani's deal, which reduced its current day value, as calculated by MLB, to $460 million. The landscape of college football has changed significantly due to playoff expansion, conference realignment, the transfer portal, and the integration of new name, image, and likeness rules. Powerhouses, however, remain the most watched programs. Georgia was by far the most watched program this year, followed by Ohio State and Alabama. The list also shows the continued control of the Big Ten and SEC in college football. The Big Ten's media rights deal is worth $1.15 billion annually with Fox/NBC/CBS and runs until 2030, while the SEC's deal is $710 million per year with ESPN until 2034. MLB recorded its most watched World Series in 7 years after it was gifted a dream matchup between Shohei Ohtani's Dodgers and Aaron Judge's Yankees. The timing was great for baseball following last year's World Series between the Rangers and Diamondbacks, which was the league's least watched World Series ever. MLB has also seen some positive momentum over the last 2 years in keeping fans engaged since instituting new rules like the pitch clock have helped cut down the length of games. On the other hand, ratings have been a sour point of the NBA this season. The league was facing double-digit percentage declines in viewership through the first 2 months of the season, but got positive news after recording an 87% year-over-year increase on Christmas. The total regular season number is now down to a decline of just 3%. NBA Finals viewership has dropped since a strong stretch between 2015 and 2018 when Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors faced LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers 4 consecutive times. In just her first season, Caitlin Clark has reshaped what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. While Asia Wilson claimed the MVP title and the New York Liberty secured the finals victory, it's Clark who continues to make waves, not only with her on-court play but by dominating the WNBA collectibles market. Clark's trading cards have made an extraordinary impact, surpassing even the biggest names in the WNBA. During the Golden December Elite auction, her cards accounted for a staggering $216,672 out of the $219,906 total in WNBA card sales. To put it into perspective, Wilson's top-selling card went for just $915, and Sabrina Ionescu's fetched $2,319. Clark's performance clearly outshone her competitors, solidifying her star power and market dominance. Clark's influence extends far beyond trading cards. The rookie sensation has become known for drawing large crowds to games and boosting TV viewership, making her one of the most visible faces in the WNBA. According to eBay, there was a 110% increase in searches for WNBA-related items compared to 2023, with Clark ranking among the top 5 most searched athletes across all sports. But Clark isn't alone in driving this surge in interest. Angel Reese, a star from LSU now playing with the Chicago Sky, also ranked high on eBay's search list, alongside Clark. Other names such as Sabrina Ionescu, Asia Wilson, and Kelsey Plum also made the list, but Clark remains the most influential when it comes to boosting the WNBA's visibility. Indiana Fever's dynamic guard Caitlin Clark is making the most of her offseason, striking a balance between honing her skills and savoring some well-deserved rest. While diligently training to elevate her game, the star athlete has also been spotted courtside, enjoying college hoops, as well as NBA and G League matchups with boyfriend Connor McCaffrey. However, the anticipation rose significantly this past Monday as Clark found herself invigorated by a social media post from the Fever. The team unveiled a video featuring fellow player Aaliyah Boston showcasing her commitment to improvement through an intense workout. In the footage shared on Instagram, Boston's dedication was on full display as she engaged in various shooting drills and low-post maneuvers aimed at enhancing her offensive prowess. Clark couldn't contain her excitement and took to the comments to express her enthusiasm with a simple yet powerful statement, "Got me fired up." Clark wasn't alone in her eagerness. Teammate Lexie also chimed in, commenting, "Yes ma'am." The enthusiasm in the comments section continued to build, with fans echoing sentiments of excitement and optimism, one stating, "She legit can be MVP this year," while another added, "Special player, special person." Among the praises, one supporter couldn't help but highlight the potential for another thrilling season ahead, the league not ready for Year 2 CC and Year 3 AB. A fan even expressed gratitude, saying, "Looking forward to coming season. Thank you for a great season. Next one even better." Caitlin Clark's inaugural WNBA season was nothing short of spectacular, culminating in the Fever reaching the playoffs for the first time since 2016. However, it wasn't solely Clark's stellar performances that drove the team's resurgence. Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell also played pivotal roles in re-establishing the franchise's competitive edge. As the Fever look forward to building on an impressive previous season, all eyes will be on how Clark, Boston, and the rest of the roster respond in what promises to be another thrilling chapter for Indiana Fever basketball. Related, Caitlin Clark's Wilson basketball spotted by fan, with one minor mistake.